And I'm not trying to defend Will Smith one way or another. I'm not saying this as, somebody who's a fan, leave Will Smith alone. No, I'm saying what's fair is fair. And what's misleading is what's misleading. Will Smith accuser. Brian King Joseph alluded to alleged harassment. Will Smith accuser.
Yeah.
They're already making it seem. Y'all know, what you're doing. You're making it. It's more titillating, and people click on quicker.
Yeah.
If it looks like Will Smith did it. Will Smith's sexual harassment accuser shared video explaining why he spoke out. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm guilty of this too. I read it and thought like, oh shit, what did he do?
I have to decipher these headlines all the time.
Right?
Yeah.
Old Big Willie can't catch a break these days, man. And now some of that's on him, because he's out there putting out these damn midlife crisis rap videos.
No.
I love pretty girls. You don't gotta wait in line tonight.
Don't worry, we won't. Somebody said, when you put a song like that out, we question whether you do like girls or not.
It's like no one asked you.
You don't have to like overcompensate to us. Dressed like Dr. Huxtables.
I am not gay.
Yeah, okay. You keep telling yourself that. And let's not forget the whole, there's been a lot of stuff.
It's been a lot.
There's been a lot of things.
A little too much.
Yeah, it's been a lot. But lately it's been just, one thing after another. There's that, and then there was that whole AI debacle, including those nightmare cats. All those white people that, like Julia said, man, look at all those white people out there. Like, what people? I don't see no people in there. I just see cats. But things are a little more serious right now, and you haven't heard about this. So, you haven't heard about it?
Nope.
What do you think I'm about to say?
Well, you said accusations. It's usually sexual assault or.
Yeah, this one's for sexual harassment.
Harassment.
Yeah, he's getting there's a new sexual harassment charge out there. And I always said, man, when these things happen, because I didn't want to talk about Tyler Perry. We did briefly, but I said these things, when they're in the early stages, I don't really like to discuss them because you're at a point where you don't know.
Right.
Yeah, there's no facts out there.
No. A lot of it is either, a lot of it's just either vague details or a lot of hearsay that's coming out from other sources, which means a lot of comments online where people don't know what the hell is going on. But I want to talk about this because I have a problem with this particular case right
Okay.
now. And I have a problem with the way that this situation is being reported. Or maybe I need some sort of clarification. I might be misunderstanding. So I'm gonna lay down the details for y'all and see what y'all think, and maybe you can help me out with this. Because, like I said, I don't want to be one of these people who starts running my mouth, and I don't know what I'm talking about either. So let me just put the details out there. So the accuser is this person here, Brian King Joseph, 35 years old. If he looks familiar, that's because if you watch America's Got Talent, he was on there.
Okay.
You have a seizure watching this, right?
Oh, yeah.
These bright lights. Yeah, he's a violinist.
Yeah. Black dudes playing electric violin has been a growing thing for the last, 5 or 6 years.
Man, that's been even longer. Black people playing violin?
No, I'm saying the electric.
Oh, the electric.
Like the one dude on electric violin.
Oh, no, I know what you're saying, but I'm saying black people playing violin in general and coming out and doing like cool things with it. That's been a thing for a long time. Like the people used to come out on the Apollo. Amateur night at the Apollo, 2 black dudes playing violins and doing funky things with them.
Yeah.
So yeah, but this guy he was so talented, or he is so talented that he was noticed by Will Smith, and he was asked to come on to the Based on a True Story tour 2025. That was Will Smith. That was Big Willie's latest tour. So what are the reasons for this accusation right here? So he accuses, or his accusations are talking about predatory behavior.
Okay.
And he feels like he was being groomed for sexual exploitation later.
Okay.
Now, what are the details behind these accusations? So as I said, he was asked to join this tour back in November of 2025, and then he went on and was doing well for a while. And it was in Las Vegas in March of 2025 that things started to go down. And it all happened with the hotel room.
Okay.
So he claims that he went back to his hotel room, and I think it was already open. And the hotel room was booked by Will Smith's company. And when he went there, he claims that somebody unlawfully entered his room. And there were some things left behind, some things that were mighty suspicious. So the things that were left in the room were some wipes, a beer bottle, a bottle of HIV medicine that was not in Will Smith's name, by the way. Mm-hmm. And there were also some hospital discharge papers, again, without Will Smith's name on it. That's a hell of a grocery list, ain't it?
Yeah.
Y'all sure Diddy wasn't on this tour right now.
And then the bathroom had a puddle of baby oil.
Yeah. Why is this bag of dildos right here? No, that was not in there. There was also a note that said, Brian, I'll be back at 5:30. And it'll just be us. And this is from somebody named Stone F. And they left a little heart on the note too. So what allegedly happened after is that Mr. Joseph over here, he claims that he told the tour management what just happened. And they turned around and accused him of lying. And right after that, he was terminated from employment from this tour. And their reasons that they were citing were, well, we decided to just go in a different direction. Mm-hmm. And you ain't going in that direction. Now, as with many of these cases right here, or many cases like this, we're still at the who knows point. Mm-hmm. We still shrugging our shoulders. I don't know. Because there's not a whole lot of details that came out except from Brian Joseph King. And even then, the message that he put out a video explaining what happened. And even then, some people are saying it's still a little vague or even kind of cryptic in a way.
Unfortunately, some things happened, and I can't get into the details of exactly what that was because it's already a legal issue right now. Getting fired or getting blamed or shamed or threatened or anything.
Meanwhile, the lawyers are like, God damn it. I told that boy to stay off the internet.
Okay, I'm not getting what the purpose of this is, since he can't say anything about it. So he's just talking vagary. It's like, what are we supposed to do with this information?
Yeah, that's why people are like, boy, spit it out.
Or cut it off.
I can tell you his lawyer right now is talking about, and he's probably telling his lawyer, well, I didn't say nothing. He's like, yeah, that's a problem. Mm-hmm. Now people are speculating even more. Yeah. I don't know how many times I told people, stay off the goddamn internet.
Oh, I know.
Don't say nothing.
People under a certain age, they think they're supposed to go there with everything. Yeah.
Well, I want my truth to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you ain't said nothing. Mm-hmm. We can't have no truth that we don't talking about.
Right.
Like that, simply for reporting sexual misconduct or safety threats at work is not okay. And that's pretty much it. More updates to come soon.
It'd be funny. Will Smith just walked in and
or just kind of quietly walked up behind him and looked the whole time.
Just see his hand slide on his shoulder.
I saw him right there. Like, I like pretty girls. I ain't no girl, man.
What? You sure?
A bunch of dancing cats came on. A lot of this is vague. And so even with him putting this out there, I don't know if you're supposed to be under legal advice or if you have a lawyer or you have some kind of legal representation. I don't think you should be doing this right here. But what do I know? I'm not even concerned about that. As far as I'm concerned, it's still kind of vague. It's still an accusation that really has no strong basis one way or the other. I mean, maybe later on it will.
Well,
you know,
even from what you laid out in this, I don't see Will Smith's involvement.
and see, that's my problem with this. And maybe I got this wrong. You're kind of making me feel like I am getting this right because of what you said, but a lot of publications are making the headlines that make it seem like Will Smith, he did the assault.
Right.
You know, but after reading the details on this, it seems more as if Will Smith's company is being sued for wrongful termination and for having someone, I guess, of an unsafe working environment. Again, if any of this is, you know, all this is alleged, but what I'm saying is, I don't like the way that, and y'all know what y'all doing. I don't like the way that people are putting the headlines out there and making it sound like, because when you read it, you know, if you read what some of the headlines are saying, you already assuming that this dude walks through his hotel room and Will Smith's already lying on the bed with his dick hanging out.
Right.
Yeah, because I didn't hear anything about this. I just saw the headlines and I imagined something totally different from what you were saying.
And yeah. See, if you read these headlines, and again, y'all know what you're doing. And I'm not trying to defend Will Smith one way or another. I'm not saying this as, you know, somebody who's a fan, leave Will Smith alone. No, I'm saying what's fair is fair. And what's misleading is what's misleading. I got a couple of headlines right here. These ain't the only two. Will Smith accuser. Brian King Joseph alluded to alleged harassment. You know, Will Smith accuser.
Yeah.
You know, they're already making it seem, y'all know, you know what you're doing. You're making it, you know, it's more titillating. And people click on quicker.
Yeah.
If it looks like Will Smith did it. Will Smith's sexual harassment accuser shared video explaining why he spoke out. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm guilty of this too. I read it and thought like, oh shit, what did he do? You know,
I have to decipher these headlines all the time.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know, y'all know what you're doing with this, man. And I just don't. I don't think it's. I just don't. I don't think that's y'all. This, you know, y'all not stupid.
Oh, don't be stupid.
Yeah, you're not dumb. You know, and I would almost just. It's almost. I don't want to praise you, but you know how to write a headline, and you know how to make a headline seem, again, more enticing. And right now what you're doing is a lot of stuff is going out there that's making it seem like Will Smith committed sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Where I feel like if you read the story, you're going to realize like it's his company that's probably being sued. At least that's what I got from this.
From what you said, like I had said, I haven't read it, but from what you said, I was like, I don't even see where Will Smith, his name should be brought up.
Yeah, he's not directly involved in the events that happened.
Yeah. And then people gonna walk away disappointed. Oh man, he didn't harass nobody. Shit, y'all misled me.
But you're right though. I mean, you don't often see them spinning stuff in the media like this, where it's literally just throwing Will Smith's name next to sexual harassment. Like that is lazy.
Okay, somebody said his company. Well, yeah. Okay, so they say he's being sued, and so is his company. Again, even if he's being sued. He's being sued. The way I read this, that's why I say I need some clarification. Because I'm not sitting up here trying to wish for Will Smith to actually harass somebody. If he did, he did. But that's not what I'm getting from this. Even if Will Smith is being sued, it sounds like he's being sued because he's responsible for his company, because his name is on the company.
The figurehead always gets sued.
Yeah. So
it'll come back to like, well, it's your company. You should have known, as if you can control every little part of what's going on.
It's clickbait shit.
Yeah,
that's going on. Yeah, that's why I say whenever we get accused of clickbait for our thumbnails or our headline, y'all don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know clickbait. Shit, let me give you a lesson. Trying to convince people that Will Smith is a sexual harasser by putting these headlines in there when it's probably not true, that's clickbait.
Yeah, notice it doesn't say Will Smith's company.
See, exactly.
Yeah.
No, and it could be even, sure, you could say Will Smith is being sued, but man, listen, they put these words together. Y'all know what, these words together say a certain thing and give a certain image. Will Smith's sexual harassment accuser.
Yeah.
That links that directly to him.
Mm-hmm. Anybody lazy will go like, well, you heard about Will Smith getting accused of sexual harassment.
Yeah, exactly. He's the next Kevin Spacey.
Yeah. Well, that's somebody told me like that. Mm-hmm. They said, man, you hear about Will Smith grabbing dicks? No, he didn't say that.
Yeah, where'd you hear about it? My ass.
I read it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Oh, my kid
read
was
it.
just telling me about that.
Yeah. Come on now. He cannot be grabbing dicks. I mean,
I love pretty girl.
hey, he said himself, man. He didn't mess with that boy. He made a video about it. Listen, all I'm
Hey,
saying
you can like
is,
pretty girls and grab dicks too.
he's like, Martin, you're not helping. Yeah, man. I just these listen. I know we've been making fun of Will Smith, and we've been critical of Will Smith ever since the slap. But like I said, I believe fair is fair, and I do not. To me, I know that this is supposed to be it's Us Magazine and People. Y'all are not on. You're probably more on the gossipy side than journalism.
Oh yeah.
But even if you don't put a heavy emphasis, on proper journalism, I think
Actually, U.S. Magazine and People, they've been better than this.
yeah, they really have.
But maybe they've reached that point where they're like, listen, we got to sell magazines.
Yeah, and you're not the only ones doing it. Everybody's doing it. It just seems to be the practice today, but it seems very irresponsible.
Mm-hmm.
I would not. I myself would not feel comfortable making headlines like that about somebody that, first of all, clearly the story doesn't pin the sexual harassment on him.
Mm-hmm.
I would be more clear than that. Man, all you gotta do is put sexual harassment in if they see those words, you ain't gotta link it back to him.
Right.
People would click on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking up TMZ's title for their article, and they're not even as bad as People, but it's still Will Smith sued. You fired me after I was sexually harassed. Violinist claims.
That's still
Yeah.
But that doesn't say Will Smith did it.
Yeah.
yeah. Somebody said y'all not factoring in the black element. I mean, it could be, but I mean,
What's the black element?
well, like a black man's getting picked on right here,
Oh.
So I think, man, listen, shit, you want to talk to Kevin Spacey about that?
Yeah.
Although he's probably grabbing dicks for real. Yeah.
Yeah, the criticism is the journalism.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I really don't. I think this is kind of ugly the way they're doing this, man. But that's just me. Hey,
I mean,
look,
just do your job, right?
yeah, they say we are.
Be better.
we selling
Mm.
we selling headlines.
Yeah.
Hey, that is our job. Yeah. Somebody said kicking him while he's still down.
I mean, it's not even that. It's just taking advantage of the general public.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is very true.
And let's not act like he didn't get chastised and deserved it. Like Will Smith was kind of a dick.
Yeah. And I'm not saying he deserves this.
No one deserves this.
No, that's not cool. Regardless of what you think about Will Smith, that's not cool. But I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. I don't know. I mean, it's too bad because, like you said, Martin, like I don't know if Will Smith is actually responsible for running a bad work environment, but also keep in mind that, man, even when with Will Smith, even a smaller tour, there's a lot of moving parts.
Yes.
There's a lot of things that if his name is on this, and I'm sure people are thinking like, well, you should handle this, but man, sometimes you can't be responsible for bad players in your crew if you don't. Sometimes you just won't know about them.
Right.
Now maybe it's found out that he did know about it. Maybe he tried to hush this whole thing up by firing this guy. I don't know, but we don't know anything yet. What I do know is that that's irresponsible right there. You shouldn't be doing that. That's just me. What do I know? I'm not a journalist.
Well, neither are they.
Well, would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. That means you really like us. So just go ahead and press that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And check out our other channels, our social media like Instagram, TikTok, and our Patreon where we have new stuff coming up all the time. And we'll see you on the next video.